This is CBS 2 News at 5.
Good evening and thanks for tuning in. I'm Nick McGill.
A fire that was believed to have started in the kitchen of a second-floor unit quickly spread throughout the building, trapping residents inside. The men were wielding hammers and sticks and seemed to know exactly who they were going after. Now, as of now, police have yet to confirm their motive, and whether or not they are related somehow to the NATO protesters remains to be seen. If ever feeling homesick, the German delegation need look no further than here, Chicago's Lincoln Square. Housing grocery stores, restaurants, and clothing shops, it's everything you need for a taste of Germany. Marshall Luckett is now being called a hero. After he saw a fire break out in this apartment building last night, the 17-year-old did the unthinkable. Packing up the remains of an empty apartment, a family tries to gain closure in the gruesome death of their daughter on her wedding night.
The neighbors recall hearing about 4 gunshots ring out. The wounded officer was taken to Northwestern Hospital, his status unknown.
It should have been the best day of her life. Instead, a young bride was found murdered in her apartment.
Why? Why would you take her from us?
Sandy Lopez still can't believe her cousin Estrella Carrera is gone.
She was a lovely human being, caring, more like a sister to me than a cousin.
Even harder to believe is the way she was taken. Police say stabbed to death in her third-floor Burbank apartment, her body found in the tub.
No idea why somebody would do this to her.
Lopez says 3 nights ago, Carrera was out celebrating with friends and family after marrying her boyfriend of 3 years at City Hall.
She was happy. She was fine, did nothing out of the ordinary at all.
Relatives were watching Carrera's 2 children, ages 2 and 9, so the newlyweds could spend some time alone. But when Carrera didn't pick up her kids by Sunday afternoon, her family called Burbank police, who discovered her body. The news shocked and frightened many in her neighborhood.
It's just doesn't happen in our city at all, so it's scary.
As police try to find out exactly what happened to Carrera, her family is struggling to cope.
She has 2 kids that are not going to be devastated from what happened to her. And we just want to bring some closure to her family.
Police have yet to find Carrera's husband, and as of now, he's their top suspect.
This is CBS 2 News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Nick McGill. Thanks for joining us. First today at 5:30, H is for hot today, and folks are trying to keep cool given the record-breaking heat. Throughout Memorial Day weekend, log on to CBS2Chicago.com to check the weather. You'll find forecasts, conditions by the hour, and radar. Just click weather. 15 people were hurt this morning in a big fire in an apartment building in the Edgewater neighborhood. It started just before 11 o'clock at this building on Kenmore near Glen Lake. When firefighters arrived, the building was engulfed in heavy smoke. Neighbors say before rescue crews arrived, they ran over to help get people out of the building. 8 residents, 6 firefighters, and a police officer were all taken to the hospital. Investigators in Colorado may have found the remains of a Chicago hiker who's been missing for more than a year and a half. James Nelson went on a 5-day, 25-mile hike in Colorado in October 2010. He hasn't been seen since. On Friday, a hiker found human remains near the campsite Nelson may have used. This is video of the search crews in the area shortly after Nelson disappeared. A DNA test is being done, but his mother says clothing found near the remains matched Nelson's. She says she is devastated, but is glad he was found, and now the family can start healing. The cause of death has not been determined, but the sheriff's office says a notebook located at the campsite shows Nelson may have been suffering from altitude sickness. There are charges tonight in a murder that happened 6 months ago outside a Chatham bakery. 19-year-old Aaron Barnes is accused of shooting and killing 3 people on 87th Street east of the Dan Ryan Expressway. Shonda Thompson was among the victims. Her boyfriend and a friend were also gunned down. It happened last November, just moments after Thompson picked up a cake for her daughter's birthday party. Police say the shooting is possibly gang-related and might have been in retaliation. Another man had been previously charged but was later released. In campaign 2012, former Republican presidential candidate Rudy Giuliani blasted President Barack Obama's record today and said a second term for the president is nearly impossible.
If the economy doesn't improve between now and September or October, I don't think President Obama will be reelected, because I think it'll be, no matter how much President Obama tries to make it about Romney, more importantly, it's going to be Obama's record. And if that record is a weak economy that doesn't look like it's going to get much better, I don't think he'll make it. If he gets an economy that starts improving, then it could be anybody's ballgame.
Republicans, including Mitt Romney, have criticized the president's timetable for withdrawing U.S. troops from Afghanistan. This morning, Defense Secretary Leon Panetta defended the plan.
Listen, we still have a fight on our hands. The American people need to know that. The world needs to know that we still have a fight on our hands. We're still dealing with the Taliban. Although they've been weakened, they are resilient. We have the concern about the safe haven in Pakistan and the fact that they can seek refuge in that safe haven. That's a concern. But we're on the right track.
The Obama administration says the plan to pull out the troops is the only way to provide a smooth transition of the power to the Afghanistan people. Lady Gaga fans in Indonesia won't see the singer take the stage after all. A sold-out June 3rd concert has been canceled due to security concerns. It started several weeks ago. Islamist groups threatened violence if Lady Gaga performed. They claimed the singer's sexy clothes and provocative dance moves would corrupt the youth in the country. Fans known as Monsters say they are devastated despite the promoter offering full refunds. The pop star appeared to acknowledge the incident on Twitter Saturday by posting, "There is nothing holy about hatred." Coming up, the southeastern coast braces for the worst as a storm barrels down, plus some real tough talk today from GOP leaders.
I don't think President Obama will be reelected.
Why Republicans say Mitt Romney is not the major factor in winning the upcoming election.